Let me share my screen. Is my screen visible to you guys?
Yes.
Am I audible? Yeah.
Yeah.
So good morning, good afternoon, everyone. So let's discuss crafting powerful responses in interviews. We will discuss a few things, how like what are the things you need to take care while you respond in the interviews. And this session will mostly dedicated for project managers and Scrum masters. And I've taken some interview questions. Those questions are mostly aligned for project managers and Scrum master interviews. Let's understand agenda for today meeting. Let me introduce myself first. So my name is Abhishek Prasun, and I have around 19 years of experience in IT industry. Previously, I have worked with NIT, HCL, Mastic, and Coforge. I have won a lot many certifications related to technologies and management, and I'm a winner of Next 100 and Innovative CIO Award. I'm also author of two books for Front Manager and The Infallible Weapons. These two books are mostly related on project management subject. And I usually I published articles on LinkedIn. You can read all these articles on LinkedIn, mostly related to technology and management. I usually provide help to many people to earn various certifications, and I trained many people to earn PMP, PMI-ACP, CSM, PSM certifications. If you want to know more about me, you can visit my LinkedIn URL. Okay, so let's first understand what is the brief agenda of this session. So first we will discuss why every interview is important. Then we will also quickly discuss some tips and tricks which you need to take care while you attempt any interview. Then we will discuss some generic type of interview questions. Like some questions are opening questions, some questions are subject related direct questions, some are scenario based questions, and behavior questions. So quickly we will take a couple of questions on each category, how to respond these kind of questions. And those who will stay at the end of the webinar, I will provide you two bonus, and total duration of this webinar is 40 minutes. Let's understand why every interview is very important. So, getting interview call is very tough nowadays. As you know, market condition is not too good. When you apply hundreds of jobs, then you will get call just for 10% of application, you will got selected for interviews. So if you apply hundreds of job interview, then only 10 of the interviews you will get offer like option to attempt for the interview. And when you apply for attempt for 10 interviews, then its chances are very less to go to the next level of interview. So every interview is very important for us. That's why every interview you need to take seriously, even if you are little bit skeptical about company, and if you feel, if you got selected, you are not sure about like whether you join that company or not, or if you like you join that job or not. But don't worry about that aspect. See, with every interview you learn something, like what kind of questions people ask, what is the expectation of the people for a particular job, uh, what kind of trend in the job market. So all these kind of information you will get once you attempt that interview. So even if you are not sure about that job, whether you take that job or not, but at least attempt that interview very seriously. It will help you to prepare for your upcoming interviews. Okay, that's why every job interview is very important, and take it seriously. Let's quickly understand what are the some few things you need to take care while you attempt for interview. So I have divided this part into three section, things which you need to take care before interview, and few things you need to take care during interview and after interview. So let's discuss about before interview. So don't expect like you will get straightforward interview questions, because if you are applying for a Scrum Master and Project Manager job, so it's a executive position job, it's a managerial position job, leadership job. So they will not ask you a straightforward question. They will give you some scenario based questions. They will try to understand your mentality, your expectations, and those lot many things, lot many questions related to soft skill you can expect in such interviews. Every interview is important, so demonstrate your full potential. Whatever you know, just try to convince interviewer as much as possible. Be confident. Every interviewer also checks about your confident, like how much you confident about that job role. Be presentable whenever you attempt for job interview. Wear good formal dress, shoes. Be presentable, groom your beard and all those stuff. I know it's a like it's a generic thing, but at least I want to highlight here because these things are also very important. Be on time, reach there at least 5-10 minutes before, and be calm. Always attempt interview with positive mindset and response smartly. Try to speak in English language all the time, like until and unless someone tell you to use some other language. And just before interview, eat a little less and put your mobile on silent mode. So sometime, many a time you don't know information about interviewer, like who is going to take your interview. But if you know about interviewer, like me, sometime uh, recruiter also tell you about the interviewer who is going to take your interview. In that case, search on LinkedIn about that interviewer, so you will have little knowledge about the interviewer, what is uh, his or her qualification, what is his or her experience, and basis on that you can expect what kind of questions they might be asked. So these kind of things you need to prepare for the interview. Before interview, let's understand few things which you need to take care while interview, during interview. So after entering in the interview room, greet, good morning, good afternoon, or a smile. And if you don't know any question during the interview, politely say, I don't know. Don't just beat around the bush and try to give some excuses, or maybe, because interviewer are very smart, they will understand you don't know this answer of this question. So it's better politely say, you don't know a question of this answer. It will save your time as well as others time. Give reason and justification with your all the answer why you feel this is the appropriate answer. Because see, if you straightforward say the answer, and if you don't explain the background of that answer, then might be uh, people will not understand why you are giving this answer. Try to respond short in and simple manner. And if required, like many a time in technical interviews or even in management interviews, sometimes you need to explain your concept in much detail. In that case, maybe you can ask for use pen and pencil or markup and whiteboard, and explain your answer in proper manner with proper diagram and everything. It will help you to articulate your answer. Try to give example with your answer. Try to relate your example with all the answers. And if you made any mistake, try to quickly cover it. Okay, I think you must be seen 12 fail movie, and you can see how quickly actor whatever mistakes actor did, quickly actor cover up that. So same way of things you need to also take care while you attempt interview. So these are the things you need to take care while during interviews. And few things like after interview you need to take care. Just after the interview, sit in a calm place and quickly note down all the questions which interviewer asked. These questions will help you in upcoming interview for preparation. In case if you are not able to answer any of the question, in that case you can quickly prepare, and you can attempt those questions in next interview. And don't sit idle after your interview. After couple of days, just follow up what happened to your interview, what is their feedback, and sometimes it takes time to reach to a decision. So have patience. So these are the few things you need to take care while you before the interview or during interview and after interview. Any question on these slides? Any question?
So yes, Vishek, one question is from my end.
Yes, Nishad.
So question is like that. Suppose I have attended one interview. That's I'm just looking for the onshore. Okay, but at the time they have taken my interview only from the manager's perspective. They
Hmm.
have not asked me any technical perspective questions. Okay,
Uh,
and after some time they just responded me back that it was the so interview conducted by from the onshore.
hmm.
So my question is like that. Why they did not ask me the technical question? And second thing, they have when they provide the job profile or job description, they have mentioned that some kind of window project manager or mobile gaming project
Hmm.
manager. But
Hmm.
I don't have the experience on that. What should do for such kind of interviews or
Yeah, yeah. So, Nausar,
answer?
in case that job interview for project manager and Scrum Master position, in that case, need of the technical knowledge is not very important because you need to focus on project management aspect of the project. So, if you know quality management, you know scope management, you know schedule management, you know integration, those aspects you need to take care. You know Agile Scrum well, so you need to focus on those aspects. And in such kind of interview you can simply explain like you have experience with other type of technical projects like web development project or database development project, and you have less experience in such kind of projects of mobile gaming and all those stuff. But yeah, definitely when you get chance you can quickly learn those technology, and you can apply your knowledge. You can apply your existing project management knowledge in the new type of projects. Yeah, you can correlate your existing knowledge with the new project.
So will it impact our effort as well? Because suppose I don't have experience in mobile
No, no, no,
gaming
it
or
will not
I mean,
impact because for project management jobs, it is not necessary. You should have technical knowledge. You should have knowledge of project management. You should have knowledge of Agile and Scrum. You should not have knowledge of delivery aspects. So those aspects they want to check.
so in that case, if I got selected, that I don't need to be get more technical on that part, right?
Yeah, yeah, but try to learn new things. It will definitely help you while you manage that project.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Okay, so let's move forward. Let's discuss about virtual interview also, because nowadays, after COVID, you will see a lot many virtual interviews. So in such kind of interviews, you need to open your camera and you need to be present. So take care of lighting aspect, like enough light should be available from where you attempt this interview. Your audio should be good. Your webcam should be good. You need to set up your stage and be prepared for your virtual interviews. Few things you need to take care, like ensure you have good internet connection. There should not be any disturbance during the interview. Check all your equipment in much advance. Be ready with alternatives in case if you have just one internet connection, then you need to arrange some like second internet connection for any as a plan B, as an alternative. And try to attempt interview from some quiet place. Ask is explain every ask your home, like people in your home, like you have an interview and don't disturb me. Dress appropriately because you have to open your camera. So these things you need to take care while you attempt a virtual interview. Okay. Let's understand what are the different types of interview questions you might be face. So first questions, they might be asked opening kind of interview questions. Their interviewer try to get familiar with you and They just try to give you some comfort, so you feel comfortable. Then subject related direct interview questions, then some interview based situation based interview questions, then some behavior based questions, and some questions are related to motivation, like how much you are motivated, how you can keep your team motivated. So these kind of soft skill questions they might be asked. So let's take example of each category of questions, and we will see how to answer these kind of questions. Okay. So first question is, tell me about yourself. So as you know, first impression is the last impression, and this question is very important for you. You need to explain about your summary, like what is your experience, how much is your experience, what is your employment history, what kind of role you have played in previous organization, what is your skill and knowledge, what is your education and certification, and you also need to provide some personal information about yourself. So interviewer will come to know about yourself, but you don't you need to keep some balance approach. You don't need to be so much detail, otherwise it will take a lot many time. And uh, try to include all the important aspect in your introductory answer. So at least these three things you need to include in your introduction section. So I'm sharing my introduction, how I give my introduction when people ask, tell me about yourself. So see, I try to include each and every bit of my role. So I usually start with my number of years of experience, like total I have 19 years of experience in IT industry. And currently I'm working with XYZ company as a project manager. And I also explain my customer name. Then I little bit provide information about my roles which I have played during my tenure. Like I started my career as a software engineer, then I moved to tech lead and project lead position. Then I also played a role of Scrum Master, project manager, and project head. Then I also explain what kind of domains I have worked. Like I have worked on education, e-governance, healthcare, BSFI. Then I explained what kind of projects, what kind of organization I have worked for. So I have worked for government projects, in-house projects, IT projects, and IT consultancy companies. You also need to explain if you have a knowledge about latest trend in IT industry. Then explain about your education. Like I'm master degree holder in computer application, and I'm PG diploma holder in business management, and I'm PMP and CSM certified. So I quickly describe my education and certifications. Then in the personal front, uh, I explain about my wife's job, and my like I have two daughters, so I explain. And what is my hobby? I love traveling and yoga. So I try to keep my introduction very short and concise, and I try to explain each and every bit of my uh, myself. So interviewer have some knowledge about me, like what kind of skills I have, what kind of experience I have, how much experience I have, on which role responsibility I have played earlier. So this is very important questions while like you need to attempt. So be prepared for that. Let's move to the next type of questions. So you will also see some.
Abhishek, can you go back?
Yeah, yeah,
Can you go
sure.
back the back slide? Yes.
Yes,
Let me take a screenshot of this one.
I will share this PPT, Noshad. Don't worry. Yeah. So next type of questions, you will see opening questions, and these questions are mostly for make you comfortable. So interviewer might be asked like, can you explain your current project and what role and responsibility in your project? So simply you explain your current project, your role and responsibility, what is your day-to-day activity in that project, how you contribute in that project. So you just need to align with the job description. You need to prepare, you need to read that job description well, and whatever your response
आधे दरवाजा खोल दे यार नेट नहीं आ रहा
Yeah, whatever your job responsibility is there, you need to align with that JD. Try to respond in JD's perspectives. That's why you need to read that JD in much advance. Second type of questions they might ask, like you are more related to management or technology. Maybe again, answer of this question is in the JD. If JD talks more about management and less technology, and maybe vice versa, JD talks more about technology, in that case, you can respond accordingly. If you are, if JD requires more inclination towards management, then you can explain you are more into management. uh, they might be asked out what is your team size, so be prepared for these kind of questions. You can be ready with the number of the people, size of the team, how many team you are managing, what kind of people in your team, and how you are interacting with those different type of job roles. So be prepared for these kind of questions. They also want to check what kind of tools and LM you use, so be prepared for that. So I usually mention I use Jira as a ALM tool, or I use Miro board, and be prepared for question related to the those tools. So these are the opening questions, and they just want to check how much you are suitable for the particular job. Okay, let's see next type of questions. So sub questions are subject related direct question. They just want to check what is your basic understanding about the project, what is your are you know the fundamentals or no, are you aware with some basics or no. If you are not aware with the basics, then there is no any point to discuss scenario based question. So they just try to check how much control you have on the subject, especially on project management and Scrum and other agile methodologies. So they might be asked questions like, how do you calculate a story point? They just try to check you know a story point, how to calculate a story point, how to estimate a story point, these kind of things. What is your team velocity? This is very straightforward question. If you calculate a story point well, if you maintain those story point, then you can quickly answer what is your team velocity. They try to understand some basic fundamental questions, answer like what is difference between capacity and velocity, what are the different aspects associated with it, how you conduct a sprint retrospective meeting, because as a scrum master you need to moderate these kind of meetings. They just try to understand how you structure your meeting and how you get the best from the meeting, how you maintain product backlog with your team. So these kind of questions, direct questions you can expect, but see, you don't expect lot many direct questions. They just start with some direct questions, maybe 10% of questions you can expect directly, but because it's a executive position, it's a leadership position, so they quickly move towards situational question. Okay. Then let's see some of the scenario based questions, situational questions. They just try to understand, check how you handles a particular situation, uh, what kind of approach you apply, what is your leadership style. So they might be asked questions like few example. If product owner is not frequently available for the team, then uh, team is facing a lot of challenges because product owner is not available, and is this kind of situation how you handle as a scrum master. In that case, you can answer like, if product owner is not available on regular basis, in that case you can request your customer to provide some alternatives. You can ask some other product owner to align with the project uh, who is available for the team, because availability of product owner is the essential for the success of any scrum team. In case if that is not possible, in that case someone from your team you can groom as a product owner, so that person take a responsibility of product owner and communicate with customer, and get the understanding of customer priority, customer dependency, customer expectation. So you can here interview will check how you approach to a particular problem, what is your style of handling a problem. So Try to be realistic basis on the situation which is given to you. Let's take another example. Like one of your team member is technical very strong, and team has lot of dependency on a particular team member, but he or she is very arrogant and not provide appropriate support to the team member. So how you will handle these kind of situation? As we know, in a Scrum, in Agile team, collaboration is very important, and all the team members work with collaboration. In such case, you can connect with that team member and discuss separately about the problem which team is currently facing, and how you can take help from that team member to handle such situation. In case if that particular team member is still not uh, improving his or her behavior, in that case you can groom another team member who is good in the technical, and try to create a alternative of this team member. So these kind of approach is good, and custom like interviewer will understand, like, yeah, you how you are taking any challenge, and how you uh, fight with these kind of situation. Because as a scrum master, as a project manager, it is your responsibility to protect your team with any kind of disruption. Okay. Let's take one more example of scenario based questions. In this question, interviewer might ask, like, what kind of major challenges you faced in your previous project and how you resolve it. So in this type of questions, interviewer directly not putting any problem to you. They just try to understand your problem and how you solve it in your previous project. So get ready with any challenge which you faced in your previous project and how you handle it. So always explain some win-win kind of situation. Be ready with your problem and the solution and your approach to handle it. So these kind of scenario based question, you will see a lot in the project management and scrum master interviews. So get ready with lot many scenario questions. You will find these scenario questions on chat GPT or internet, and be prepared. At least you can expect 50% of interview questions are related to scenario based or situational. Okay, let's see another type of question, that is behavior based questions. So here just interview try to understand what is your approach towards work, towards organization, towards work life balance. How what is your mentality? So lot many things interviewer try to understand, because yeah, you are good in technology, you are good in project management, but your attitude should also be aligned with the organization. So they might be asked questions like, what is your weakness and strength? This is very tricky question. Here you need to explain your weakness as a strength. Don't explain your weakness as a weakness. So maybe you need to get ready with some of the weakness which is actually a strength for the organization. Okay. So I usually answer like, I usually go to the depth of the detail about every work. So this is my weakness. That's why I involve a lot with the like integral part of the project. Might be this is the strength for the organization. So you need to explain your weakness in terms of strength. Let's see another question. What is your out of the box initiative? So out of the box initiative, you can explain like you usually help your team members to prepare for certification or understand some questions, or understand about some functional knowledge. So those kind of initiative you take, which is the outside of the scope of the project. uh, they might be asked what kind of mistakes you have done as a project manager. So be ready with those kind of mistakes which looks uh, as a strength. Okay. So what kind of things you want to change in your current organization? Be ready with these kind of questions, because might be at that point of time you will not able to think and response. So if you well prepare with these kind of questions in well advance, then you can quickly respond in the interview. Okay. Last question, which is also very important. At the end of the interview, every interviewer asks, do you have any question to ask? Don't be quiet and don't say no. Be ready with couple of questions which you can ask at the end of the interview. Like you can ask what kind of project it is, what kind of customer it is, what is your expectation from my role. So these kind of question you can ask at the end of the interview from interviewer. Okay. Any question till here? Scenario based question, behavior question, situational question.
Uh, yes, Abhishek, I have one scenario-based question. So
Yeah.
suppose I joined a project in the mid of any sprint or any kind of project was already running on, and I joined mid of that,
Mm,
and we have to be deliver some important task. Okay, but it was not completed on time.
okay.
And how should I respond to the client on that?
So I don't think you will get this kind of question from interviewer because interviewer don't know. I think this is the real scenario which you are discussing, because interviewer don't know about your project. In the interview you have to explain like you have work on your own project properly, everything is in a proper state. But yeah, for real time scenario, you need to understand why you and your team is not able to finish that work on time, what is the reason behind it, and what kind of dependencies are there. So be prepared for a list of all the dependencies, all the issues which you faced, and due to that your team is not able to finish that work on time. And how you handle those kind of situation proactively, and in future how you will be prepared with your learning, and these kind of mistakes you and your team will not do in the future. So be prepared for those kind of situations. So be prepared for those kind of response. So you need to proactive, like you should sound like you learn from your mistakes in case, or maybe something not in your control. So these kind of things you need to articulate in the as an answer. Okay.
Okay. So next question is from my end that do you have handy or list of
Yes,
document
yes,
which need to
yes,
be
yes, I
prepared by
have.
that? No, no, no,
Yeah,
no.
sure.
Just let me complete. I think you.
Okay.
Which kind of document need to be prepared by the Scrum Master or Project Manager? That list I need. If you have handy, you can please share with us.
Yes, yes, I have, Naushad, I will share with you. Let me share few interview questions also. So these are the AI tools you can use for your interview preparation. You can communicate with AI. AI will ask some project management interviews, and you can prepare for it. I have also prepared some interview questions for project managers and Scrum Master. These interview questions are available on LinkedIn. Let me share a link of these with you guys. It will definitely help you guys. Okay, just a moment. So I've just shared it on chat. And second bonus, because you guys stayed till last, so you can connect one to one with me, and I will take mock interview, and I will share feedback about your performance in the interview. So you can book at least 30 minutes of time with me, and after 30 minutes of interview, I will provide you feedback of 10 to 15 minutes. So these are the like you can connect me over the LinkedIn, you can connect me through WhatsApp. I have also WhatsApp community. In You can join this community, and I usually take say a similar kind of session in the community, and you will have information, upcoming information in much advance if you are part of the community. So this is the end of the webinar. Let me explain. in just 1 minute. Those who don't know me, how can I help you further? So I usually provide certification preparation, exam preparation courses. I help people to learn traditional and agile project management. I also help people to learn different project management tools and earn project management certifications. I help organization to set up project management center of excellence. So if you want to earn any project management or agile certification, you can connect with me, and I will help you to earn this. So this is the end of the webinar. If you guys have any question, then let me know. Okay. So I think we are good to close this meeting. Thank you everyone for joining. Thanks. We will meet again in some upcoming sessions.
Thanks a lot, Abhishek, for your time
Thank
and
you.
efforts on this.
Thanks, Nosat. Thanks,
Thanks.
everyone
Thank you,
who was.
Abhishek.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
thanks.